All right, so I guess this is live. Trying this again. Um, Again, I don't know if it's public. I don't know if everybody is just maybe busy doing other things or if I've just completely messed up the whole thing and got it the privacy out of whack. But we will see if anybody comes in the room. I stayed on a few minutes earlier and I wasn't sure if I had the right community guidelines on here. So I'm just kind of like whatever. But anyways, okay, so I do see somebody in here. So that lets me know it's working. So anyways, I had some high strangeness go on here. I guess it was over the weekend, last weekend. I have a lot of African art in my house. Some of them that were made in Africa and some that are um, from Indonesia, apparently, because I just looked at one of the labels inside and it said Indonesia. So, anyways, so I'm here and I'm just kind of minding my business and I'm going to turn this camera around for just 1 second just so I can kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. You guys know I'm pretty spiritual, so I believe in, the feminine energy and what she possesses or whatever. So my home reflects that. So this is one of the pictures here that's above my door. And then this one is above my kitchen. Okay. So I hung these pictures. They are on command strips. One of them actually fit into the wall without the command strip. The one over there that I just showed you, the last one. And then the other one I had to put in with a command strip because the nail that came on it fell off. So there was a person that came to my house that I know they don't really necessarily not, I wouldn't say not like me, but they are related to me, so I can't necessarily shun them because they're related by blood. Hey, Miss B, how are you? Miss B, are you on Super Sly 75 as well? Are you the Miss B that he's talking to whenever he's saying, Miss B, please let me know. Because I love Super Sly 75 as well. That's my bud. But anyways, these pictures, are up. And I put a lot of protection over my home. I put a lot of intentions that my home things won't be tearing up in here, that, what we have will last, because I'm a single mom. Oh, okay. So it must be a different lady. Okay. I'm a single mom, so I definitely try to keep the things that I have, and I make my kids take care of, what we have as well. So, before this particular person came, the drawer, like, how you have those drawers. Hey, prodigal daughter. You know how you have those drawers in your kitchen that it's not actually a drawer, it's just a little area that looks like a drawer? So we have that in the kitchen. So before she even got here, that just broke off. My son said he didn't realize it wasn't a drawer, and he pulled it a little bit, and the whole thing just fell apart. So minutes before she got here, the top statue, or the frame up there, that fell down. Okay. So I'm in the house, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I am in the kitchen, I'm moving around. I had the waffle iron up on the counter. I don't even know how I did it to this very moment. Hit the waffle iron, the whole thing falls on the floor, the handle of it breaks, which I can still use it, but it broke. And then minutes after that, the freaking other statue that was up there fell off the wall too. So mind you, you guys know I just moved in here. So I've already saged and copal and everything to get any spirits out. So literally, this went on for like a couple of days after this person left my house. Now, mind you, this person never said, "Oh, you have a nice place. I like it. You know, congratulations on your new place or whatever," because you guys know the other place where I was living was a complete dump. I mean, like I can't explain to you guys how expensive it is to live in Charleston, South Carolina. I mean, it used to be very inexpensive and now it's ridiculous. Like the rent has literally tripled, in some places doubled in others, where where we are. So I was able to get an affordable place and it's nice, so they never did compliment. But I'm saying all this to say that our thoughts are manifesting to the point where if you are thinking negatively about a person or somebody's thinking negatively about you, you have to be very careful allowing them into your space. Because these negative thoughts, yes, yes. Hey, Critical Break, I watched the playback of your live today. It was very good. Um, yes, yes, and you have been. Yes, you have been. And it's very true. Like thoughts are manifesting. And I mean like I am. So let me give y'all an example. So my sister was in a very abusive relationship with a guy. And I told her, I had been on her about getting out of it, and everybody was on her about getting out of it. She has a little girl with him. We're in our 40s, so she's got a 4-year-old daughter, and she's 44. So that in itself is already a lot. And this guy was, doing all these awful things to her or whatever. So she finally got out of the relationship, but she was still using his family for daycare. But the company that she just signed on with has a daycare. And she's like, I don't want to keep transitioning her from one place to the other, because the very first daycare she was in, he wasn't paying for the father. And so now this daycare is one of his family members. So he's been paying that. Well, I didn't want her there because the people they're just not good people. And her behavior was getting worse and worse. So I had a thought. I just had a thought that I want her to be at this other daycare where her job is going to allow her to, come there. And, she works for the company. So, of course, they'll probably be nicer to her daughter because she works directly for the owner of the daycare. Well, I had this thought on Sunday night. She gets a text message from the lady that owns the daycare saying the daycare is closed till further notice. Indefinitely. She don't know when it's going to open back. So now she doesn't have anybody to watch her daughter. She has to go to work. So she ended up taking the little girl to work. Her brother came and got her. But again, right, all this happened so that now she's pushed into putting the daughter into the other daycare through her job. She's got to pay $382 a month for a 4-year-old. Now, you guys know that is unheard of, but because she works directly for the owner, she gets 50% off. Okay? I had this thought on Sunday night that this is what I wanted for my niece, and it manifested on Monday. Okay? So be careful with your thoughts, guys, because they are manifesting. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent. They are manifesting. I've been so frustrated lately. I came on and I was just telling everybody that I'm tired. Like I'm so physically tired, and I don't want anything to do with the system. Like I hate going to my job every day. I hate going to school. I'm just over all of it. Like I just want to, like I would be much happier if I could just drive Uber. Okay. I have a tea business. I have a cake business. They used to make, they use the news to make you unknowingly manifesting. Exactly. I don't even watch it anymore. Critical Break. I don't watch the news. I rarely even listen to the radio anymore because it's all programming. all these love songs and, oh, he did me so bad and, oh, but I love him. And all this stuff is more and more programming to get you thinking about and all in your feelings. Yes, exactly. So I I want to manifest my thoughts into good things that are going to help people. I've been really creative here lately. In Critical Break, if you can speak to this, any of you guys, obviously, I love you guys' feedback. Exactly, because okay, so I'm going to touch on that Critical Break because sometimes when I'm looking at situations and things are happening in my home, and because I know that I have people around me that are into root work and witchcraft and rituals and stuff, and not everybody practices for the right reasons. So when things start happening, I immediately start thinking, well, did I already run into some witch or something and she mad at me or sending spells my way or what? But I think it's just literally people's thoughts manifesting. And if you're not careful, you'll go through a period where you don't imagine you. In my spirit say, I don't feel like this. I really wish I could just go in my room and finish playing my game. I always have to do something. I heard him. And I said, once you do that, I'm not going to bother you no more. And he just kind of looked at me like, okay, what? Did she hear me? Because he didn't say it, but I heard it. Now, this isn't happening like with other people, just my children. Weirding me out. Needless to say, it is weirding me out because I think I'm so weirded out because the Mandela effect has really kind of came and showed us, like the Bible talks about separating the wheat from the tare. Like we are walking around with a whole bunch of zombies. Like there are people like that are not even aware of Bible changes and they're Christians. There are people that are not aware of the Mandela effect. Did you guys even catch EYA's last video where where the Bible has mandrakes, the word mandrakes and ass waged? Like, ass waged? What the hell is ass waged? But you look up the words and they actually have definitions. How do these people that profess Christianity, and they say, and you know what, I went to church, our preacher told us to read our Bibles daily. And I did. That's why when EYA comes on and she's talking about all these Bible changes, I can relate. And I see them because I knew the Bible. Because I read the Bible. I was a devout Christian. Okay? And am I okay? Is it still happening, prodigal daughter? Because I talk with my hands and head and everything else. I'm maybe just moving around too much. That's the other thing too, guys. Like I don't know if it's the titles of my videos, but lately YouTube has not been letting me get on. It's been a couple of times I've tried to get on and I haven't been able to get on. But I will be getting an iPad soon because my cell phone sucks. And I kind of looked at the other video that I did the other day and it was a horrible. I mean, like, I deleted it. And I mean, I didn't just delete it because it was horrible. I just deleted it because of all the trolls. Those trolls came out of nowhere. Okay, so is it better when I'm not moving? Okay, I'm not. Okay, I'm going to stop talking with my hands and head and feet and everything. You guys know I'm such a ranter, so I have to have like movement, and then I need to stop because I know my phone is whack. But anyways, with that being said, the thoughts are definitely manifesting. But I was talking about the Bible changes and how it's starting to affect me because I can't understand why nobody else can see what's going on. I can't understand why you can give somebody such a logical explanation to how you feel, why you believe the things you believe, and me too, prodigal daughter. How you can believe the things you believe but not see what's happening around you. I listen to EYA a lot, and I can feel the genuine hurt and disappointment in her voice that this Bible that she loves, that she has lived by her entire life, is changed. And it's changing supernaturally. Like, it's not like, oh, they had a different publisher. Oh, it's a different. No, the Bible never left your house. So, what is wrong? Like, what is going on? Like, there's so many changes, guys, until I don't even know where we are. Like, I don't know where we are. So many things are coming out about the lies, the lies, the lies. There's so many lies on top of lies, on top of lies, on top of lies. And so, how they kept this shit up this long, I don't know. But everything else that's happening as a result is weirding me out. Like, I feel like some days that I'm literally walking around in a daze. Does anybody else feel like that? Like, my mind is always wondering and trying to decipher what is real and what is not, who's real and what's not. So did you guys see the videos? And I don't know who all you guys subscribe to. I have given y'all, like, you said this me is, what do you mean by that, prodigal daughter? When you said this me, like, are you more aggressive now? Do you feel like you're more aggressive? I'll wait on you to respond. Um, and that's the other thing. Like, even when I look back at the videos that I've uploaded to YouTube, I look different some days. Some days my weight is different, and I haven't changed anything in my diet or anything. Like, my dog looks different. My children some days look different. Like, what the hell is going on? And then, are you guys seeing like all the weather changes? Hey, Blue Ryan. How are you? Is it Blue Rain or Blue Ryan? I can't read. Blue Rain 33. Okay. Nice to meet you. I don't know if you were on the other morning when all the trolls were on, but it was a good thing though, because they made a very valid point. Oh, I'm sorry. Duh. Prodigal daughter, don't tell nobody that I didn't realize what you were saying. Yeah, I deleted that video because it was just too many trolls, and I rarely have trolls on my channel, so I was really like concerned. But they did make a very valid point that I didn't need to be driving and live streaming, so I stopped doing that. But anyways, the weather, guys, is ridiculous. I live in Charleston. We have a very tropical climate here. They called for a little bit of rain yesterday and today. By the time I got off work, it was sunny skies, beautiful. I'm literally sitting in my house, straightening up, and I hear this massive rain just start coming down. And I mean, it was so loud, and to the point where because the rain was supposed to have cleared out by now. And then all the snow everywhere. And I saw Mr. RBB 333, he's done a video where somewhere they're calling it Snowmageddon or something, like, or whatever the hell how you say it. All these strange things are going on. And so something that came to mind the other day as I was driving, and because if you search YouTube, like anything you can search, or if you go on one trail looking for truth, you're going to get suggestions. So as far as who I follow and who I like to get information from. So do you guys like Richie from Boston? He's a little bit of I don't know. He's not a jerk. I won't call him a jerk, but he's kind of like, I don't know. I can't describe him, but I like his channel. I like the information that he brings. There's another guy, JWTV. They do a lot of political news. So I follow them and I listen to what they're talking about just to kind of know. But I have to pull back out of the matrix. When when I go out into the matrix and I go shopping and I do the things I do, I feel like, excuse me, I have to get home and shut my door and get out of the matrix. You like him too, Miss B? Okay, I do like him. He's pretty cool. And so he was talking about some things, and JWTV, I don't know if you guys watch him. He's really good with the political news and what's going on in the world. And so people are getting closer and closer to figuring out that where are we? Are we in a simulation? Are we, I am on Instagram. I'm under, I don't do too much Instagram. I'm under, it's Bree 1536 on Instagram. I pretty much do most of my live videos here. I don't do a lot of lives on Instagram. I know everybody loves Instagram because you can pull people in on Instagram. So I may start doing Instagram a little bit more because I would like to, talk to you guys. You said you don't resonate too much with him. I listen to him for just some of the news because some of it is good, but then some of it is fear porn. You know what I mean? Because I had to stop watching. There's a guy, I think the army of something, at first his videos were good, but then after a while, it just seems like they were all just fear porn, just, trying to make you scared, go out and buy all this food and everything. And we're going to have an EMP next week. Oh, they're saying the EMP is going to be tomorrow. Oh, you better go buy food. And then you go out and you do all this stupid shit. I don't do it. If my spirit don't give me an urgency to do it, I don't do it. So I might say, hey guys, prepare, have extra, but no. No. I'm not afraid, Miss B, at all. I'm not afraid. But I have a heart for people. And when I'm looking at my family and my mother, who is a devout Christian, and the Bible is changing right before my eyes, and I'm trying to tell her, and she gets angry with me and don't even want to hear it. When I see people just, worried about like celebrities and what they're doing, and oh, so-and-so, and they won a Grammy, and her sister was the one. I mean, like, this shit don't matter. All this stuff does not matter. What is going on? You know what I mean? Hey, Wanda, how are you? So that's the stuff that like I get really like upset about. I'm not afraid because, fear is just another programming. And when I stopped being religious, I lost all form of fear. I don't know where it went. I'm glad it left. Yeah. And they are definitely a bunch of scare tactics and fear porn is what they call it. And so anyways, but I think that, okay. So I think that what's happening is as we get closer to knowing that this something ain't right, because I can remember a time in my life where I questioned why I was here, but I don't know if it was because of Christianity. I just didn't care or worry about it. But even as a Christian, you have to at some point say to God, hey, what are we doing all this for? Because clearly you didn't make somebody, put them on a place that they don't know where they are. They don't remember anything about themselves, to worship you and to get the glory just so they can die and their family can scream and holler over them. It has to be more to this than that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like it has to be more from the graveyard. I mean, from the womb to the graveyard. It has to be something else that we were supposed to do. But, like my parents, I told y'all this before. My parents are retired. All they do is sit in the house and watch Westerns all day. And it aggravates my soul because I'm like, okay, you guys don't have to go to work every day. I wish I was retired and I have to go to work every day. So why not travel? Why not see the world? Why not do something? Because clearly you could not have just come here to live and die and that's it. So there's a guy that has they've been doing like YouTube videos about the trajectory of buildings and how they'll say, oh, this is such and such a miles away. But then when you actually measure, it's not. When they say, oh, there's 15 tons of jet fuel in each wing of the plane. You know what I'm saying? So would you say, Wanda, truth is by the time we exactly that is exactly right. Oh my gosh. It's just but this is collective. So it's not just me trying to figure it out. It's not that bad, Miss B. But it's like it's a collective thing. It's like it's collective, so we're all figuring it out. We're all like, what's going on here? Something is wrong. Something don't feel right. What's different? I'm noticing changes. I'm noticing things happening. So if we're all figuring it out, now what are they talking about? The pole shift. The pole shift, where it's pretty much is going to destroy all of humanity. So we're right here at having it all figured out. And what do? Shift the whole planet where everybody's just, and I know you guys have seen the footage and the things that people have found in caves, and how you said when I was younger, I used to stare at the sky for hours. Yes, it doesn't look the same. I don't know if you guys saw that video I posted about the lightning storm that happened out here. Nothing looks the same. Nothing. And, I don't remember chemtrails when I was a kid. I remember big puffy white clouds, but I don't remember chemtrails. But that's not to say that they weren't doing it, because y'all know Prince did before they killed him. Prince did a video, or what'd you say? Exactly. It is. I think that video that I posted, Critical Break, I was saying that it looks like there's some kind of alien war going on in the sky that, yeah. And it was purple. It was turning purple. Every time it lit up, it was purple. So, but I lost my train of thought, so I'm probably going to go on into some other rant. If anybody wants to remind me. You said you saw ships back on 11:30. Yeah, I saw one probably when I first started waking up, and it was going straight, and then it kind of zipped backwards to let me know that it wasn't a regular plane, because I know that they may have that technology, but I feel like whatever or whoever it was letting me know you don't have nothing to worry about. It is. It sounds like somebody moving furniture. That's what it sounds like to me, Critical Break, like somebody moving metal furniture up in the sky. And I remember when I was a little girl, I used to envision. Yes, I saw that. I used to envision, my grandmother used to say when it would thunder that God was talking. And I used to envision, like maybe God's house up there, and like that story. Right. Y'all remember the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, and he climbed all the way up the beanstalk. Um, and there was a whole nother world up there. And I often think about that. I often think about, is there something up there that we, like, is somebody controlling it from up there, like the Wizard of Oz? You guys remember on the Hunger Games, when she was at war, or in the game, and she was supposed to be shooting at other people, and she just got pissed the fuck off and started shooting up at the sky, and the construct started falling down. I mean, and we are in a time of not only where we're, like sort of figuring this out, but also Yes, they're all the same being. I believe that because they're just different names, just like, in any other form of, um, right. So, critical break. Let me ask you this: what do you think the end of this is going to be? Like, we feel it, we're seeing it, we're understanding more. Some of us are being endowed with power and creativity. Like, child, Miss B, my son. I didn't preface that on this video. When I started the first live, I said, I'm sorry if y'all hear my son in the room, cussing out the people on the game, because this is how he lives his life, honey. That's what they do. And I hate those games, but they're teenagers. What are you gonna do? You can't tell them not to play it because they don't care. But yeah, that's how he lives his life, honey. Hollering and screaming at people that he don't know online. Well, he knows a couple of them because they go to school with them, but for the most part. Well, Blue Hunter, maybe you ain't never seen anything up there. That's your opinion. That's definitely your opinion. Other everybody else has been seeing things, so maybe we're all just crazy and don't know what we're talking about. But anyways, like I was saying, there's a lot of creativity, and so critical break. You said we win, so I guess it's just the going through the process in between. It's just getting there, because, and I'll tell you, it's frustrating with reincarnation and coming back to this hell. Then why wouldn't people be doing their self work? I mean, I can't get away from it. It is overwhelming, but I can't get away from my self work. When I start doing things that are outside of what I should be doing, is I'm getting immediate checks in my spirit. Like, come on, we're past that. Arguing, fussing, and fighting with people, I can't do it. I can't even hardly stand for it to be around me. Like it's like it drains my spirit. I don't know if anybody else is feeling that, but I can't even hardly deal with other people arguing. My daughters got into a little spat the other day, and it literally was bothering me like a spiritual burden, like somebody had burdened me with something. So, right. Um, Blue Rain, yeah, you've been going through that as well. And even like, when we get on, but Nature Boy, that whole situation. When I tell y'all, I am so aggravated with the Nature Boy situation and Ileana and this beautiful little chocolate baby she has. And as a mother who has raised just about all her children single, because I will not allow anybody to mistreat me. So I don't care if I have 55 children by you. If I get so aggravated looking at that situation. Yes. And I had to stop watching it too, Blue Rain, because it was draining me spiritually. Because as a mother, as a woman, I hate to see women being mistreated, and they're so slow and I don't even know what the word is. They're brainwashed. And when this man is multi-talented. This man can sing, he can rap, he can cut hair. He's has all these people living out in the tropics on his tab, or whoever's tab is paying, but he finagled somebody to pay the debt. So then there's infighting between the people who are covering the information on YouTube and trying to help the parents get their kids home. There's infighting among them and people wishing death on people's children. It's just too much. It's just too much. And, it seems like, and this is no disrespect to any of my lunars that follow me, because I know I have an array of people, but it seems like brown people are not talking, and except for JWTV. And there's another guy I follow, Indigenous somebody, I forget his name, but they are covering world events. But, right. Yeah, she is annoying and stubborn, prodigal daughter. OMG. That day when she walked off from him and went to go pack her stuff, I was like, go home, little girl, go home, little girl, please, 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 please. And then, he talked her right back into saying, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I can't do this no more. This is like a real live lifetime movie where you're on the edge of your seat. I ain't got time because this is my real life and I'm spending my real life watching what the hell these crazy people doing. Something is wrong. So anyways, but I said all that to say that all these things have become like draining to you spiritually. And I have to have something to give back to others. You know what I mean? I have to have some light and some love to give back to the people out here that are either not quite there or they're feeling something is wrong. You know, like I feel like that's sort of like my responsibility. You know, even getting on here and chatting it up with you guys. I love your feedback. I love your comments, you know, that you leave me because they make me think, you know, they make me think beyond what I, you know, see in my everyday world. So I so appreciate you guys. But I will say, I'm going to go ahead and cut this short because I cannot believe my big mouth has been on here yakety smacking for almost 40 minutes. Like, does it seem like it's been that long? But I'm going to accept what Critical Break said, and that is that we do win, and that at the end of it, we win. But I'm telling you guys, this ride on the way here is something other else. It is something else. Right. Does anybody else feel like that? Like we could, like this could just be poop done at any time? Like we could just be dead at some point? Right. We should always live out loud. And you know, me and my daughters kind of made a pact that, you know, we would travel and go places where, you know, and do things because, you know, let me tell you, guys, I was so caught up in church. I used to go to a what they call a deliverance church. And this lady had us thinking that the devil was behind every tree, every chair, every wall. There was, you know, a devil, a demon. So, of course, there's other countries who don't practice Christianity, like Bali, one of the places that I want to visit. It's on my bucket list. And this lady used to tell us, you can't go there because those people aren't Christians. You know, you can go there and you're gonna get witchcraft put on you and this and that and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, okay, I don't want to go. I'm not gonna go because there's devils there. It's devils. You can't go because there's devils. Guys, I am 43 years old. I have only been out of the country twice. Love our lives. Yes, we have to. And forget about the stress. And that's why, you know, like I was saying in the beginning part, right, Black Hunter. Right. Um, Look, and Wanda, I'm glad you liked my train of thought because I don't know where it just goes. It just goes. I'm here 1 minute and somewhere else. So I'm glad you like this. I do. But yeah, and live life, dance, have a great time. And you know, like I said, when me and my daughters go on trips and stuff, that's what we do. We have a blast. When we get together, we have a blast. We laugh, we just talk because this is my soul group. You guys are my soul group. There are reasons why I come on here. And yes. And I could, you know, same people coming. Those people came on my live that morning and they were being all rude and cussing me out and saying racist things. I could not. I was so blown away. It's people. I think they're bots. I really do because, you know, there's a lot of bots on YouTube, Facebook, all that. So, you know, when I have those kind of things happen to my channel, I'm always blown away. So, but I love you guys, and I feel like you guys are my soul group, and we are the virus. And oh my gosh, so I'm so glad you said that because that was another thing I wanted to bring up. Are you guys noticing that you remember on The Matrix You guys remember on the Matrix when they do know it, they do know, you know? So I was wanting to do my bedroom in mermaids, right? I always loved mermaids ever since I was a little girl. I used to actually have dreams that I lived underwater when I was younger. And of course, the church told me that, that means I have marine devils and all this kind of stuff. So I put it away for a long time. But now that I understand more about our planet and creation and evolution, I love my mermaids and I'm going to have my mermaids. So I decided to do my room in sort of an oceanic slash mermaid thing. So I went on YouTube and I started looking up DIY stuff because I'm cheap and I don't want to pay all the money that Hobby Lobby charges for their mermaid stuff. Just keeping it all the way a buck. I do not like to blow my money if I don't have to. So I went on YouTube and I started watching these wonderful DIY videos. These ladies are amazing. I mean, when I say each one, teach one, when I go on certain people's platforms, I learn so much. When I go on Critical Breaks platform, both of us have sort of a small following, but you have to really listen to her because when you go on, sometimes you'll be like, whoa, that's out there. But you got to stick with it because you're learning, you're absorbing. So I went on these ladies' channels and I started reading, the stuff that they were, not reading, but watching the stuff that they were doing. And oh my God, it was so awesome. They were blinging out mirrors and blinging out this and that. So I'm like, man, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try it and see. I literally felt like, you guys remember on The Matrix when the lady, I forget what her name was, the main character, they were putting her inside the matrix and she had to learn how to ride a motorcycle and she didn't know how to ride it. So he stuck the thing in her head and pulled up a program and downloaded how to ride a motorcycle. And within 5 to 10 minutes, she knew how to ride a motorcycle. She knew how to drive it and everything. That's what is going on right now. If you will open up your spirit to receive, if you just open up your spirit to receive the right things, yes, Trinity, you will, bottom line. I have never been like artistic, like painting and drawing pictures and all this kind of stuff. I can sing, I can dance, I can decorate, but as far as creating the pictures, not me. But I want you guys to know that from the Dollar Tree, I have created 2 beautiful pictures of mermaids. I created them. I bought the pictures. I downloaded the pictures offline, printed them out, and then I made like a collage around these mermaid pictures. Absolutely, you guys can see that. But I'm just saying we're in a time of we're in Aquarius, and Aquarius is one that goes against the grain, one that is very knowledgeable in a lot of things, almost like a jack of all trade Aquariuses are. And so that's the energy that's moving through the planet right now. Like you can literally be a jack of all trades if you want to learn it and you want to absorb it because it's out here for you to get. And we are coming up on a time where we may have to trade and barter. We may not be able to go and get goods out of the grocery store anymore or out of the Critical Break. Gabriel and Lil and Inky sort of had a, is that I want to say, where are they? When things are happening on the planet and it's so awful, like you guys know, I hate to hear of children being abused or molested like that. I can't tell you how much it hurts me. And a lot of times when these things would happen, I would say, well, where Jesus at with all this going on? Where he at? Because we done been hearing he coming. It's enough shit going on that you need to go ahead and come. Because people done lost their damn mind. So where you at? So again, are we going to see these people? Are we going to see these people that are fighting for us? Right. Of course, it's not Jesus. We know that's a given name. But where is Adonai? Where is Enki? Where are they? Why? What are they waiting on? Like, what are they waiting on? And are they waiting on us? Because I feel like there's only a few of us left on the planet that have a love energy. I mean, and taking care of the elderly and the mentally unstable, and taking care of these people with all of my heart and all of my might, and the people that own the place would treat us, the people that were taking care of these people the best, they would treat us like shit. Daycares, same thing. I would watch people, certain babies, because this baby wasn't as cute as the other babies. They would do it all the other ones that were cute, or what they thought was cute. Because just because a child doesn't look a certain way to you don't mean you mistreat the child. But the people like that were nice to the babies and came to work on time and took good care of the babies, those were the ones that were treated like crap. And this has been consistent in my life. I've seen this consistently. The people that do the most loving on other people in humanity, especially those that, like the Bible says, the least of these, you've done it to me. I always had that mindset, even before a church. I always had that mindset. So I don't, complexed to be, if I feel like I have to be, why did I come here to learn what? How to be a jerk? They are, Wanda, Denise. I agree. I agree. And you don't even have to have anything smart, I don't believe, because if they can change your Bible and they can change movie titles that never left your home, these people. Okay, so let me ask y'all this. Do you hear your body parts moving at times? Like, do you hear like sounds in your head? Like like right now, as I'm moving my neck, is it old age? Or, because I know I'm in my 40s, so you do tend to have a little more aches and pains and all that kind of stuff. But when I move my head, my arms, I can hear like clicking sounds, almost like I'm a robot or something. Does anybody else experience that? Is age, Blue Hunter? Okay. Okay, I'll take that. EDS. You know what? That's why I'm so not offended, Blue Hunter. Okay, is it a sickness? Critical break? It's due to genetics. Okay. Because, like, I remember when I was young, my mom would walk and we could hear her toes popping, but they used to say that she needed more zinc in her diet. So, but then there's a girl that I follow on she lays out the Bible. I don't know if any of you other guys follow her, but her name is Nine Nania. If you don't follow her and you want a real true understanding of the Bible, please go follow her channel.
I have a bad headache.
You do? Okay, go look at my my thing and I'll get you some tea. I'll make you some tea. And this one drinks water constantly. So I don't know why he has a headache. Okay, so it's due to just hold on. Due to ingesting folic acid, people that have, I hate the way these comments go away. And see, that's what I'm thinking it's more to do with a little bit, Blue Hunter, is this transhumanism thing, because there was a guy that had done a video. I know you guys are like, she's always watching some crazy ass video. Right. To be a cyborg. So this man was saying that they're trying to animate us. The Nine-Nania girl was saying that she could hear sounds coming from her stomach. And so this man was saying that people were having problems with their rotator cuff. They were having problems with their tailbone. and that they were having problems with their neck. So, and your tailbone, um, all that is, all connected to your spine. Rotator cuff is up here in your shoulder, so that's not necessarily connected to your spine. Your whole body's connected, but it would. Yes, Indigo Flower. Yes, I love her. She is the best. That girl don't know how she saved my life when it came to Christianity because I was so unsure. But the way she broke that Bible down, and I'm gonna tell you what story she told me that just was like, yeah, I'm on the right track. When she said, "How is it that we're reading this Bible?" Right. That's another thing, critical break, because the Mandela effect has really messed up the Bible. But she says on her thing, she said, how do we accept the story of um what's the guy's name? Lot sending out his daughters, his virgin daughters, to be gang raped by homosexuals. Honey, when she said that, I was like, I've been listening to that story all my life, and I never realized that this man sent his daughters out to be gang raped. And here go the angels sitting at the table or wherever the heck they was sitting at. Y'all know they out there want y'all to come out. Why didn't y'all just go out there and zap them away? But y'all can turn his wife into a pillar of salt because she looked back. Well, how come y'all didn't get them for when they was at the door trying to get y'all to come outside to have sex? Y'all gonna send the virgin daughters out. The hell with the women. But I digress. But she helped me. And then another thing that makes me feel like that we're living yeah, that's not a Mandela effect at all, Blue Hunter. That's been there. That story, but when how when somebody brings something to your attention and you just realize that you've been agreeing with it all your life, you're like, damn. But and then when people quote these scriptures, because I had that on that other video that I deleted. There's a guy that I follow that my spirit told me is just another program because he's all about money. He's got great business ideas, but he's all about money. And so he quoted the scripture, you can't put old wine in new bottles. I put old wine in new bottles all the time if one of my bottles run out. So that's stupid. But he was quoting this, which made me think, this man, does he have a soul? Does he know that this was different before? Or is he from that timeline where it was bottles? This shit is so crazy, y'all. This shit is whacked the hell out. Okay? But anyways. Yes, they've added all kinds of stupid words. If you guys don't follow EYA, please go follow EYA because that's her life. She goes through that Bible and deciphers everything. And I'm telling you, the changes are unreal. That is the whole purpose of me starting this channel. The Bible even has emojicons in it, guys. Emojicons. Why are there emoticons, or whatever, how the hell you say it? Why does the Bible have emojis? There's emojis in the Yeah. It's just getting crazier and crazier. But what a time to be alive, right? What a time to be alive. And I remember when I was a little girl, and this may mean something to some of you, but I used to always say that I hope I'm alive during the time of the return of Christ. I always said that because I always felt like death was unnatural. And I always said I didn't want to die. I didn't want to go through the process of death because I've always felt like it was unnatural. And that's why I make teas to heal people's avatars. I make so many, beautiful things to help with blood pressure and diabetes because I want people to live their life and enjoy their avatars because there's a reason why there's homeostasis in the body. The body will do everything to balance itself, short of killing itself to get to um yes, because we do need a restart, Blue Hunter. We do, because like what I see going on in the world, I don't want my niece that's only 4, my granddaughter that's only 1. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to grow up in such a disgusting place. I mean, there was a video on YouTube. A lady was watching, let her kids watch YouTube Kids, and in the middle of a cartoon, a man comes on and is showing children how to kill themselves. In the middle of a YouTube Kids video, he comes on and says, if you want to just get some attention, this is what you do. If you want to go ahead and do it all the way, this is what you do. How to kill themselves. I do too, Blue Hunter. And I think we're almost, I think we're like right there at it, because they're talking about this pole shift in the way that the weather is. I up my life insurance policy this year. I don't know why. I don't feel like I'm gonna die, but just in case, my kids won't be poor, you know. And I don't fear it. I just know my only fear of death is reincarnation, because I don't want to come back here. I don't want to come back to what I consider to be hell. So, but anyways, guys, a whole hour, um, Truth Seeker has been running her chop. But I'm so glad. I love when you guys hang out with me. Right. We do need to grow our own. And guys, has anybody else not, like, are you just over your job and like over like institutional education? Like, I homeschool anyways. Like, my son doesn't go to school, which he wants to go back to school next year, and I'm dreading it. But he's 15 and he's been homeschooled since he was in the 3rd grade. So if he wants to go back, what can I do? I don't want him to go back though. But I'm just over everything. Like, I go to work, I literally have to make myself go to work every day. Like, every time the alarm goes off in the morning, I'm looking at it like, I wish I was rich, because I don't want to do this anymore. I'm in school. I don't want to do school anymore. It was a great idea when I started, but now they want us to do all these inoculations. In order to be a nurse, you have to get all these shots. You have to, in order for you to keep a job, you got to take the flu shot. You got to do this, you got to do that. And yeah, I know you can do the charcoal to get it out of your system. I don't want it in my system. I don't want it. I don't want any of their stuff. And I understand the body. I know, Wanda's. I know. But I will say that I do have, my businesses too. So it's not like if I stopped working, I would be broke, but I like having, my extra, obviously. But it's getting to be a real struggle to work. I just don't want to do it. And I don't want to do school. I just want to run my businesses, you know, my teas heal people. I have a girl that was taking the blood pressure tea. She doesn't have to take it at all anymore. She's completely come off all of her medications, and she doesn't even need the tea, because whatever was wrong with that was causing her blood pressure to be off, the herbs have corrected it, because that's what your body wants to do. I'm talking myself into a black hole, Wanda. Well, goddamn. You said you hate the Matrix, Babylon. It is unnatural. I don't, we were not supposed to work like this. We were not supposed to, why are we the only species on the planet that has to work just to live? And we pay all this money for these homes, and for what? We don't even get to enjoy it but 2 days out of the week. Unless you take a day off, and then when you come back to work, everybody's mad at you because you took a day off. So it's just a never ending story with that. But y'all say hi to my puppy who's rotten and is on the couch. And she's so pretty. Say hi, Cinnamon. But anyways, I will let you guys go. She's giving me the eye like, Mommy, you've been on there long enough. You need to shut up. Did y'all see that look she gave me? We do, Wanda. We do. But I have enjoyed you guys. I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. Like I said, I'm really tired. And then I have to go back to the plantation tomorrow. So, here we are. So I will definitely connect with you guys again, and I'll be uploading those videos of the before and after of my redo of my room. I love, 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 love you guys, and I'm so glad you hung out with me tonight. And y'all make sure you leave me some comments. And I need to hit the bell critical break because a lot of times I don't even get your notifications that you're on. Like I didn't get the one that you were on until 3 o'clock, and you're already off. Greedy psychopaths run the world. Yes, at our expense while they live fat on the hog and we're working like dogs. Shoot, when do we get a bonus check for taking care of everybody else? But anyways, y'all have a good night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.